Water temperatures this morning on this breezy Saturday morning with overcast skies. A little bit of chop on the water. Water temperatures are sitting at 63. 63, guys. It is all the way up to 63 today. We had a couple warm days there, which of course drove the temperatures up a little bit. This is still good and still positive. We can still release striper and expect a low mortality rate. So we are in what I'm calling, I might be the first one to coin it, as striped bass release season. So before the temperatures are 70 degrees, that's water temperature. Before the temperature reaches 70, you can release striper and expect them to survive. Whereas if it's over 70 degrees water temperature, they don't do so good. They'll kick off, they'll swim off, but within 2 days, they'll be fish food. So, striper release season is right now, so if you're catching striper, get out here. It's a very good time to be targeting them. They're highly active, and if you've been looking to do a striper catch this spring, now is the time. So don't hesitate. I have a bank angling event on the schedule. It's coming up right in front of us. I'm going to put a link right down below if you guys can make that at Weaver Falls, and that's on May 9th. I'm pulling that from the memory, but all you do is you go to the website and do the voluntary registration. It is voluntary. You don't have to do that. The most important thing is that you show up for the event. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually chum that whole area right in front. My plan, my goal is to actually catch a bunch of shad and then put them in a meat grinder, just a straight up meat grinder, and dump it along that bank. So I'm going to try and do a lot of that. The idea is to chum and attract a lot of the predatorial species in. It should create a good feeding frenzy possibility for us to succeed here at Weaver Falls on May 9th for the bank angling event. But you guys can check the link out down below. Each live stream that I do, that's Monday nights at 8 p.m. I will talk about that and I'll tell you about the progress and what I'm seeing. And if you guys have any feedback or suggestions for me, I'm all ears. So please tune in for that. We'll have a little interaction. I was saying that was a 1 hour stream, but they have been going much longer than that. So an hour and a half is common, and we've even touched 2 hours. So it's a pretty good time. If you guys want to join me, it's Monday night at 8 p.m. Go ahead.
I didn't want to scare you.
You're good, you're good. That's one of the local fishermen. He's out here chasing some crappie. So I wished him the best of luck. And hopefully he just fills a stringer. So Shy Beaver is kind of known to be a crappie kind of place. And hopefully he can load up a stringer of crappie for the grill. So water stain here at Shy Beaver is moderate, I would say. It's not heavy. I think it's actually ideal. I like this level of water stain because you get a little bit of breakup in the visibility in the water, which makes your baits, they're less sensitive to the specific lure that you use. Your presentation matters, but the specific lure you use, you can use a wider variety because it's not as important that it looks lifelike. Does that make sense? I think it does. If you're looking through stained water, you can just make out profile shapes and the erratic behavior. So that's where I often say the presentation is much more important than the color of your lures. Color of lures to me is it's lower. Still important, but not as important as the presentation and the profile. So you have to be a fisherman. You have to impart the life into that lure. That being said, if you're a live bait fisherman, it's a lot of soak and wait, so it's less engagement. So as a fisherman, as a live bait fisherman, you're going to let that bait, you know, be natural as possible, but you still have to be using the right hooks, the right size line, and the right weight and the right rig to get it set up. So don't think that just because you're using live bait, you're superior, because you don't have to worry about the specifics of your rig, your rod, your line, your weight, your hook. That stuff is so very important because you have to keep the natural bait moving and looking natural in the water. Now, artificial fishermen can impart that natural presentation by the hand, but if you're fishing with live bait, your goal is not to diminish the natural live bait movement. So just something to be thinking about. Your rigs, your tackle that you're using for live bait really does matter. The right hooks, the right line, the right weight, even the right rod. You know, having the right rigs is really important though. So learn how to do some of those rigs. Monday nights at 8 p.m. I'm teaching some of that stuff, but certainly go to YouTube University and learn how to tie some knots. I linked some stuff down below if you guys want to check it out, if you're looking for good hooks and stuff. You can always follow the affiliate links. You guys are doing that. Thank you for it. I am still scheduling for my jigging trip coming up from the 4th through the 7th of May. If anybody wants to go out and do some lake trout jigging with me, I am doing a couple days of that here early spring. I meant to do that last year and I never got a chance, so it's a good time to go for Lakers. And if you guys are chasing Lakers, you're probably noticing a high catch ratio, so it is a good time to hit Lakers as well. Reason being is they're kind of shallow in the column. So your Lakers, you can probably run spoons and crankbaits and crawler harnesses and whatever rigs you've got, even the flies, and you can run them about 35 to 45 feet deep right now. And for the most part, that keeps you out of the trees here at Raystown Lake, but you still have to look out for the odd tree that's up there in the column. So just be cautious. Check the area out before you troll through it. But Laker fishing has been really successful. High yield, we'll say. And if you guys do the stacker rig that I have a tutorial on, you'll probably do just a little bit better. Might improve your catch rate by 20% or 30%, something like that. That stacker rig is a big deal. At the end of the day, instead of catching 10, you catch 12 to 14. You'll be pretty happy with that simple stacker rig. Doesn't take any extra effort and it puts more fish in your cooler. So take the time to go out, catch some Lakers right now. It's a good time. Get down to Shy Beaver. I know there's crappie here because I catch them in the cast net when I'm throwing. And do me these two favors. If you'll, at the end of this video on your way out, if you'll leave a like, I appreciate that. But follow the links to the Amazon affiliate. Go check out some of the products that I'm recommending. The striped bass season is now, and I have some great rods picked out for you that are less expensive than the high models. They're just something to get you effectively fishing for lake trout and striped bass here at Raystown Lake. So follow those affiliate links. Maybe a third favor I might ask of you. Bank angling event down at Weaver Falls. Follow that link and do the voluntary registration if you would. That just helps me out. You certainly don't have to do that, but it's just a way to cover some of the expenses and make it worthwhile to come out and actually do that for folks. Well, I think that's it for this dock update, guys. I think it's going to be a beautiful week ahead of us, even though this weekend is about to be a little bit damp. But I don't know, maybe watch the blue and white game. Go Penn State. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you at the bank angling event. Good luck on the water, and yeah, much love, much respect.